At 11:48 p.m., a woman emailed her therapist 4 words. I figured it out. At 12:03 a.m., she scheduled a message to the police. At 12:17 a.m., her heart stopped in a locked apartment. And at 12:21 a.m., her front door opened from the inside. By the time detectives arrived, she was already gone. But her killer wasn't, because the victim had left something behind. Not a confession, not a goodbye. A solution. Welcome to Deadly Details, where the truth doesn't scream, it whispers. Tonight's story is about patterns, about fear, and about what happens when someone realizes the monster isn't outside. It's already memorized their breathing. This is the story of Elena Ward, the woman who solved her own murder before it happened. Elena Ward was 32, a data analyst, quiet, precise. She trusted numbers more than people. Her apartment was clean to the point of discomfort. Shoes aligned, spices alphabetized, picture frames measured. Friends called her anxious. Elena preferred the word aware, because for 6 months, someone had been touching her things, not stealing, not breaking in, just adjusting. A chair angled differently, a book moved 1 inch, a shower curtain folded the wrong way. At first she blamed stress, then exhaustion, then paranoia, until the night her bedroom door was locked from the inside, and her window was open. Elena called the police. They found nothing, no forced entry, no fingerprints, no damage. One officer smiled and said, "You probably forgot you moved it." Elena smiled back. That night she slept with her phone recording. 8 hours of silence, except for one sound. Breathing. Not hers. Elena didn't panic. She mapped, she cataloged, she logged times, distances, object placement, airflow, footstep rhythm. She realized whoever it was never entered through the door, never used the same path twice, and always left something small behind. A thread, a hair, a surface wiped too clean, not random. Practice. Then she discovered something worse. The changes only happened on nights she took her sleep medication. Elena sent her data to the police. They ignored it. She sent it to her landlord. He replaced the lock. She sent it to her sister. Her sister begged her to see a doctor. So Elena did. A therapist, a neurologist, a sleep specialist. They suggested night terrors, hallucinations, stress-induced psychosis. But Elena knew the difference between fear and evidence. So she did what analysts do. She built a model. And her model gave her one answer. The intruder had a key and access to her medication. Elena checked maintenance logs. Only one person entered her apartment regularly. Building technician. Ryan called her. He fixed her sink, her thermostat, her smoke alarm. He knew her schedule, her prescriptions, her camera blind spots. Elena replayed her recordings, slowed them down, filtered the noise, and heard it, a voice, soft, close, practicing her name. Elena, not whispering, rehearsing. Elena didn't confront him. She didn't run. She didn't scream. She prepared. She emailed her therapist. I figured it out. She scheduled files to upload. Audio, charts, video frames. She placed her phone under her bed. Camera facing up. Microphone live. She took half her normal medication dose. Enough to appear asleep. Not enough to lose control. And then she waited. At 12:08 a.m., the smoke alarm chirped once. At 12:11, her bedroom door opened. Slow, quiet, measured. The camera recorded his shadow crawling across the ceiling. He stood over her bed for 4 minutes, just watching. Then he reached into his pocket. A syringe, clear liquid. Fast, precise. Elena's heart rate spiked, then dropped, but not to zero. She had already injected herself with something else, a drug used for cardiac imaging. Colorless, odorless, fatal, when mixed with what he brought. Elena didn't scream. She didn't fight. She stared directly at him and mouthed 2 words. I know. Ryan panicked. He wiped everything. He staged a suicide, locked the door, left through the maintenance hatch. But he forgot something. The scheduled messages. At 12:30 a.m., police received audio files, video frames, maintenance logs, chemical data, a spreadsheet titled, How He Kills Me. Ryan was arrested 3 hours later, still wearing her hair on his jacket. On Elena's computer was one final file, recorded 2 days earlier. Her voice steady, controlled. I am not brave. I am not strong. I am methodical. If you're hearing this. He didn't stop. So I did. I didn't want to be believed. I wanted to be correct. Elena Ward was buried on a Tuesday. Ryan Calder pled guilty. No trial. No apology. No explanation. Only one sentence. She noticed too much. Elena never wanted revenge. She wanted certainty. And she got it. At the cost of everything. Some people run from fear. Some people hide from it, and some study it. If this story chilled you, subscribe to Deadly Details, because sometimes the scariest thing isn't dying. It's realizing you were right.